The investigation in the Ghaziabad conversion racket is ongoing. Till date, the Ghaziabad police has been able to arrest only one person in this entire matter. That person is said to be a Maulvi of a Jama Masjid in Ghaziabad itself. Now the accusation against that Maulvi is that he was the person who was actually in contact with at least two kids belonging from Ghaziabad that were handpicked by them, and they were selected and they were asked to convert to Islam. Now the entire modus operandi that has come to the fore, that is something very, very shocking, because it has come out in the investigation that these kids were handpicked by the handlers, and there was a lot of focus on the kids who used to spend a lot of time playing online games and on social media apps, because they knew that these kids have an impressible mind, and hence it will become an easy target for them. So yes, these kids were handpicked by them, and then through the Discord app they were shared videos and photos of Islam, and they were told how Islam is the best religion in the world and why they should shift from their religion to Islamism. Till date, 5 kids have been identified, 2 of them belonging from Ghaziabad, 1 from Faridabad and another from Ludhiana as well. So yes, this entire modus operandi that has come to the fore, at least 5 kids have been identified by the Ghaziabad police, and their statements have been recorded, taken on record. But yes, the main accused in this entire matter, that is Baddo, who was operating from Mumbai, and he is said to be the mastermind of this entire conversion racket that has come to the fore. He is still at large. The Ghaziabad police has made several teams, and raids are being conducted in several states across the country to get their hands on Baddo, but still Baddo has managed to stay away from the grasp of Ghaziabad police. Now what remains to be seen in this entire matter as to how quickly can the Ghaziabad police go ahead and get their hands on Baddo, so that this entire modus operandi, more than the modus operandi, this entire nexus that has been going on, that nexus could be exposed, because a lot of politics has already started on this. Jitendra Awadh, who is an NCB leader, has claimed that more than 400 kids could be the victims of this racket, but that is still unconfirmed. Ghaziabad police is looking into this entire matter. Now here at CNN News 18, we have exclusively access a few WhatsApp chats, and these WhatsApp chats are actually very, very shocking, because through these WhatsApp chats it becomes very, very clear that how the Maulvi known as Nanni, the digital name of that Maulvi was Nanni, and he was his real name and he was the person who was in contact with these kids, and he used to tell them as to what were the times of Namaz. And on a particular day when the kid was not able to go and offer Namaz due to his exams and due to his practicals, he was scolded in a very bad manner. In fact, he was told that if you do not offer Namaz at least 5 times in a day, then you are not a real Muslim and Allah will punish you. Now if you see how these kids actually came in contact with them, this was initially done by a game known as Fortnite and Valorant. These 2 games that are played online and are multiplayer games, and through those games it becomes difficult to communicate, and hence the communication used to happen on the Discord app, where servers were made, and through that servers the communication used to happen. So and initially when these kids got in touch with the accused, he used to tell them, that is Baddo used to tell them that they should recite verses of Quran, and if they recite the verses of Quran, then they will go ahead and win the game. And that is what used to happen, because the entire server was being controlled by them themselves. So yes, they could actually control as to who is going to win and who is going to lose, and that is how they actually impressed these kids about Islam and how Allah is helping them in winning games, and that is how they started to tilt towards Islamism. Now another very interesting story that has come to the fore in this entire matter, that the kid of that complainant used to tell in his home that he is going to the gym at least 5 times a day. His father got suspicion, and one day he tried to follow him. As the father followed him, he saw that he was going inside a masjid, and that is when the father went ahead and confronted the kid at that point. The kid said he was so influenced at that point that said if the father will come and try and stop him, he will leave the house and go and stay with the Maulvi himself. So this is the kind of impression that was left on all these kids. However, one arrest has been made, investigation is ongoing, but yes, the main accused Baddo is still at large, and the threads of this entire nexus is definitely crossing the border, because a YouTube channel from Pakistan has also come to the fore, where videos from that YouTube channel were shown to all these kids. So yes, this entire nexus is a very, very big nexus that has been unearthed, but yes, the main accused is still at large, and once Baddo is arrested, all these facts would come to the fore as to if there were other handlers as well who were handling Baddo, and this entire modus operandi that has been exposed this is something very, very serious. And now central agencies have also started taking interest in the investigation, although no official FIR has happened in this entire matter. But once the investigation is complete, we can expect some action could be taken by the central agencies in this entire matter.